going to be? Maybe we can have some experts and they can deliberate on this. They can opine on what this could be. Possibly, America has decided that if the ultimate objective of this entire exercise of Israel is that Iran should not get a nuclear bomb, then maybe why not? If Israel has failed to completely take down the nuclear installations and the nuclear setup of Iran, why not the Americans do it? We don't know. This is just a conjecture, but all these developments taken together, Trump cutting short his visit from G7, coming back to Washington, D.C., asking his National Security Council to be ready, asking the Situation Room to be ready, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, announcing bolstering of America's defense posture in the Middle East, half a dozen of American cabinet members reposting that Tehran be evacuated, that post of Donald Trump that Tehran be evacuated. I think something is building up, Deepak.
Right, Abhishek, thank you for joining us with those details. And the latest is that the Pentagon has announced boosting American forces in the Middle East. Trump has ordered National Security Council meet in the White House, and he has also directed his national security staff to convene in the Situation Room. But it's not confirmed if Trump directed the officials to convene immediately or to be there when he returns to D.C. from the G7 summit, having abruptly cut short his visit. But these are fast-paced developments that we are seeing early this morning. And it seems like the U.S. has officially picked sides, and it is U.S. and Israel on one side versus Iran on the other. In fact, Abhishek, situation, turned really volatile after Iran, targeted one of those embassies in Israel, U.S. embassies in Israel. Directly, they're sending a message to Washington. And do you think it's after that Donald Trump has now announced deployment of troops in the Middle East and also ordered evacuations?
Well, yes, the situation, Deepak, as we have been discussing, has been not just fluid, but it's been escalating. In fact, this is the first time that Israel has seen its territory getting targeted in its entirety, and it's not just a few missiles managing to hit the ground and cause damage. Of all the missiles that Iran has sent in the direction of Israel, many have succeeded, and in a way, perhaps the Israeli famed Iron Dome air defense system or the Arrow defense system sort of got overwhelmed and could not really counter all the missiles coming in. So, for example, the latest report suggests that all the oil refineries that were there at the Haifa port, they have been shut after a couple of missiles from Iran hit those refineries last evening. Even as Iran continues its own strikes, now, whether there is going to be some kind of a ground offensive, whether there is going to be some kind of escalation in terms of targeting of the nuclear installations. Remember, there are a whole lot of dynamics of regional politics involved in terms of whatever Israel is doing, possibly irrespective of the public posturing. It is also about a Shia Iran getting a nuclear bomb while the Sunni Saudis do not have, or the Sunni Turkey does not have. In that sense, I think there has also been a statement of the Organization of Islamic Conference, the organization of all the Muslim nations of the world, asking for de-escalation, asking for adherence to the nuclear non-proliferation treaty. So I think in that sense, even the Muslim world sort of is just equivocating. They are not exactly standing by Iran. They are only saying both sides pull back. They are only saying that NPT should be adhered to. Now, that's very important because Israel is not a signatory to NPT while Iran is, which means that even the Muslim countries want Iran to, wind down its nuclear program. So if in this process, America has decided to maybe escalate to de-escalate, as they say in the world of strategic community, that America might do the job of taking down the Iranian nuclear infrastructure in a manner that it cannot be rebuilt anytime in the near future. If that be the case, because the Donald Trump post, Deepak, if we can put it out on screen again, is very aggressive, is almost like a shouting match. It's almost like Trump running out of patience. And if that be the case, then obviously things are moving in the direction of American military involvement beyond just defending Israel. So let's see how it pans out. You were asking about whether the meeting of the National Security Council has to take place immediately or after Trump reaches. Of course, it will take place only after the American president is back in the White House and not before. And that's what he has said, that be ready, I'm coming, keep the Situation Room ready, and let's have a go. And as I was mentioning earlier, the Situation Room in the White House is meant for monitoring an ongoing operation of the American armed forces, so which means Trump is perhaps going to order an operation. And if that is going to happen, then obviously we are looking at another round of huge escalation taking place in the Middle East.